is locked in. Foxy Grandpa is going to try again in game 2, but that was a surprisingly rough-looking game. There were some edge guards that really just were whiffed, and with Ganon, they're gimmies, and you got to get them.
Fiction had a point once about edgeguarding Falcon in tournament.
Right.
That was that it is too easy.
Yeah.
It's too hard to be the appropriate, like, you can be so patient against it, and in fact you need to be, that it's genuinely hard to wait as long as you should.
It's more difficult.
It's always something you can cover if you just sat still.
But it's so difficult.
You're like, I want to jump. And you're like, why?
I need this over.
I want to do a thing that,
I mean, Melee is not a game we play purely for, like, adrenaline, but tournament is
that's a rush.
Intentional suffering that we push ourselves into.
That is the thrill of competition.
You look for either your victory or the defeat of others. You're one of two.
Like, if I was in a time where I had to fight for my livelihood, I would not be interested in entering tournaments, I don't think.
That was the thing. Like, I read Game of Thrones, and someone's like, "Would you be a knight?" And I was like, "Would I jump and get like a leg amputated in a war just because someone asked me to?" It's like, no,
I would be a peasant that got immediately killed by that.
You know, I don't want to be that guy, but I think I would be the Iron Bank of Bravos. They seem to just do whatever and control everything.
You are such a grifter.
You know.
Why? Don't do that.
This is bad. This is a bad
I just want to be a merchant, though. I feel like
merchants die.
Merchant is an honest living every time. Any situation, I could pick merchant.
No, merchants are criminals sometimes too. Everyone in the. Why is everything so bad?
In Game of Thrones.
Why did everything get better?
Why can't George R. R. Martin just have a nice time?
The one thing they have in Westeros is they just like say no to slavery. It's like everything else though. No, we are having a time.
It is. Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. Just seemed like everyone in that show just gets decimated.
Nice.
I love when they cue to the wall. You're like, oh, it's just a wall. And it's like anything to do with it. It's like, no, just,
you know what? The wall people seem to do okay.
At the wall, you know what's happening. It's like,
yeah, it's cold, and you know there's maybe some scary stuff out there.
It's cold. There's barley soup, but I'm at the wall with criminals.
Yeah.
Exiles and
Cold Australia.
You can really network at the wall, and that's what people really forget about. You can get your grind up there.
Yeah, I mean, it does actually. Like, it's not how it actually ends, but it is clearly how it. Oh no, I can't actually spoil this.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have seen this by now, obviously,
right,
but there's just too many people here for me to go where I was going with this.
Is Ganon a better king than the Targaryens?
Does he ever get to be king?
Ganon seems to.
Well, he's king of the Gerudo.
The problem
in Ocarina, he's king.
The problem with the Targaryens
about that. Oh yeah, that was really bad. No, definitely.
He was king.
Oh, he was a dick in that one. Yeah.
Well, you just like it's like
everything went
it's the timeline where he won, and it's literally like
it's all dark and evil. Yeah. Like, why is it that like when Scar gets in power or like Ganon gets in power,
they're bad rulers?
All the agriculture goes away.
You would think
they embraced the anti-sparrow campaign.
Right. It's just like. You would think that they would like focus on like an agrarian form of.
Yeah. No, they tried to industrialize too fast.
That's really it, I guess. Ganon had a good idea.
We had perfectly good amounts of wheat.
Let's go, Foxy.
Right. Okay, big moment. The launch, but he's got the double jump.
Oh!
Mekk's so patient during the combos.
Yeah.
And then he lets that double jump stomp into grab. Double jump. That was great. The bear in a fair.
Yeah. No, I mean just. Let Foxy beat off just a little more than he can chew.
If you're somebody that panics when you're in disadvantage state, you can't play Ganon. It's not something you can do.
Maybe you should try. Get it over. Get over it. Exposure therapy.
That's true. It's like dogs.
You must bark at the thought of punishment and think only of the reversal.
Exactly. Wow, that was
amazing.
Super sick.
This is gonna go in one of those like. Einstein said this, and Wills said this, and you have to guess which is which.
I just know when the Library of Alexandria gets burned again, I want to be in it.
Yeah.
Take me down with the books.
Like me spiritually, me physically.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Do you think they had a library, or you think they were just talking it up for the insurance money?
You would think you could get away with it, too. You're like, come on, everybody uses this library. Just, like, file the claim.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, no. And it's like, you are griefing the whole community.
It was bad for everybody.
He's like, I'm just a lender. I'm just the Iron Bank of Bravos.
Did they get their money back?
Okay, so the show I've never seen.
Never actually.
They might have
they talk a lot of shit, but like, do they have like good armies?
Well, they might have had, and then probably. Like, wouldn't they have just hired the people that Khaleesi got before she got them?
Exactly.
So they might not anymore.
It's complicated.
That's why capitalism never took root.
Because
in Westeros.
loan sharks weren't buff enough.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that now.
This all leads back to the Twinkification.
No, I think Twinks get the job done. That's where you're. That's
Well,
where I think you're missing
that
it.
happens, but they're getting it done for the wrong side.
I just think capitalism solves a lot of problems.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need the Iron Bank to win.
I think if you had a little paper, you just wouldn't be talking to me.
Okay, here's my point. No two houses in Westeros that both have a McDonald's have ever gone to war against each other.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
I mean, like, there's no way to interpret that where that's not true.
That's true. Mekk is winning stock right now. Foxy Grandpa dancing on these platforms.
Slowly giving up most of the stage is the problem.
Yeah, that's true. And now it's Stompo time. Can't give Ganon the stage. Wow.
You can't give Ganon your fear.
No, you can't.
And
Ganon
unfortunately,
takes
steep. You just, it's so apparent.
Mekk hits so many tech chase up. Like, even just reads, honestly. Not even a tech chase. Just read up smash. And now it's just the wall. You've lost all your space. You got it back.
Ganon thrives in the corner, in darkness.
It's true. That actually might be a legitimate kill. And that it is. 3-0 over Foxy Grandpa in a tough matchup for Ganon, but one that Mekk is very, very good at.